Hi, how's you? Let me see if I can center myself. Okay. Hi everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Right, so before I start, this is my very first video, so welcome to my channel. Before I start, I would like to make a disclaimer that chances are this video will be extremely awkward. I'm not used to being in front of the camera, like I'm used to putting my words on paper and blogging. I'll link my blog below. So I'm used to having everything on paper and being behind the scenes, but I've decided to venture out of my comfort zone and get in front of the camera. So here I is. Hopefully this goes well. Right, today I'm going to try very hard to keep it short and simple. I'm going to talk about, I've got my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. I was looking online and everyone had done like a how to do a vision board and this and that, and I was like, hey, I've got a vision board, why don't I talk a bit about my vision board? So I've got my vision board with me. I did this towards the end of 2017. Okay, here's what happened. Right, so I traveled for Christmas. I was in Nigeria, I was back home. I think I'm going to do a separate video on my experience. There's a lot to talk about. So I have this tradition, and I've always done it in my family. We pray into the new year, so we go to like crossover service. So I was in Nigeria, and unfortunately I couldn't get to a church in time, so I did it by myself in my room when I was on holiday, and I was praying, and every year, like, I do it, it's the same standard thing. God, thank you for the year that's gone past, you know, be with me in the new year, blah 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 blah, this and that. But this particular crossover, I, from the depths of my heart, like, I cried out to God, I need something to happen, I need you to do something different. And so what happened to me was, once I had finished praying, I had done all of that, I sat down on my bed. Like, once I finished praying, I sat on the bed and I just took a minute just to search my soul, search myself, and ask God for what his purpose was for me in 2018. Like, what was my 2018 going to be like? What did I want it to be like? What did I desire the most? And the only thing that came to my head was, and it was really weird, it wasn't like, you know, I heard this loud voice in my head or anything. It was just, I felt this peace inside of me, and the thing that came to my head was, make it plain. I was like, make it plain, make it plain. I've heard that before from someone. I've heard that. Habakkuk 2:2. Effectively saying, write down the things that you want in 2018. Now, not anything frivolous like give me money so I can buy myself new shoes or anything like that, but write down the things that you really want to accomplish. Write down the things that you think will make you a better human being. So I wrote my top 5 goals for 2018, and then from the top 5 goals, I was then able to break them down into attainable goals throughout the year. So in making it plain, I wrote my, like I said, wrote my top 5 goals, and that's how my vision board was created. So I'm going to quickly talk through that a bit. And again, like I said, I've got my phone because I've got my notes and I don't want to miss out on all the juicy stuff I have written. I've got things like my logo. So I've had this vision for this blog and this brand for a very long time, but I've never had the confidence to go forth and do it. I love my family, especially my dad. Like, he's always been behind me 110%. Like, if he had his way, I wouldn't be in a professional career, I'd be doing this full time. So I've got my logo there just to say to myself that this year I wanted my brand to stand for something. I've got inspire, because I want my life to be an inspiration to someone. I'm not saying I have all the answers, because I don't, and other people still inspire me, but I've got passion, because that's what I want to be filled with this year, whether it be, you know, in my career, in my relationship, in my ministry, in church, just in every aspect of my life. I'm passionate about something. I've got myself and Babe, he's right there, and next to it I've got You Are the Macaroni to my cheese. Extremely cheesy, but anyone who knows me knows I love food. I love macaroni and cheese, and that just works well for us. And with that, I've also got an engagement ring here. We are praying for it. He's gonna kill me when he watches this. Right, this is a fitness individual. I've forgotten her name. I'm really sorry, but that's my goal. I've implemented vegan dinners into my diet plan, but my goal is to have banging body by summer. I've got family, you know, I've got this, got purpose, and then I've got empower, because that's what I like to do. I love empowering women. I love being an empowered individual, and for me, empowered isn't necessarily me telling everybody out there to be empowered. It's kind of what I can do for my circle of friends and how we can all empower each other. So yeah, that's my vision board. And tip number 1. This tip is to trick yourself into being on time. Now this has been around time is it immemorial? Time immemorial, I think that's the one. Yes, trick yourself into being on time. My watch is always 10 minutes ahead of time. Every time I put an appointment into my calendar, I make it 15 minutes ahead of time. So if I'm running late, I think I'm running late, but by the time I get there, I'm actually on time. The thing I also love about the Google Calendar on my phone is that it gives me real traffic updates. So if I put the destination in my calendar, it tells me, oh, it's going to take you half an hour to drive there, or there's traffic on the A13 or something. So that's always really, really good. So number 1 is to trick yourself into being on time. Number 2 is sticky notes and pens. Like, I've got like my sticky, it's too far for me to grab right now, but it's there. I have pens everywhere in my bag, and because for me, I'll be in the middle of something and I'll get an idea and I'll have nothing to write it down on. So I would say get one for yourself, get a few for yourself, and just put them all around the place, because ideas come to you when you're not even prepared. So if you have them at hand to reach, you never forget an idea, you never forget what you want to say to someone or something. So that's always really, really good. And for someone like me, who I'm always trying to think of what content to create, what to write in terms of blog, a notepad and a pen and sticky notes are the things that are saving grace for me. Number 3 is your weekday prep during the weekend. Now everybody, you can Google, you can YouTube, it's on here. Everybody has done something on how you can better prepare for the week. So there's no excuse for you to not have your week done, ready to go. I have a blog post that I wrote last year. It's called Slay Your Mondays, and because that's something I had to learn, I'll link that below as well. But from picking your clothes to packing your meals to make sure your bags are packed, everything, do it. Yourself will thank you during the week. Number 4, online shopping. Now my family, I've always said, should have shares in Amazon, especially my dad. Like, online shopping is the way forward, especially if you're someone who's really, really busy. You click, you go, you get it delivered to your house, you're good to go. Amazon Prime, if you have it, they don't pay me to say this, if only they were, but yeah, Amazon Prime is the way forward. I order something at 10 p.m. at night, I get it the next day. Online shopping, delegate anything you can. If you don't have to go to Asda because it's going to be a waste of your 2 hours, do it online. Use the 2 hours to do something else. And number 5, this one was something that I started last year, but I'm really taking it up this year, is don't waste time in getting rid of the excess. My goodness, I'm going to say it one more time. Don't waste time in getting rid of the excess. Earlier this year, like when I came back from holiday, I literally flipped my room about. Like, I dragged everything out of my cupboards, and it's like I was finding stuff from primary school, I was finding artwork from secondary school, art that I was never good at to start with, and I was just like, why do you keep the excess? So literally what I've been doing ever since then, whenever I get the time, is one drawer at a time, one cupboard at a time, I'm getting rid of stuff. And if only I had done that earlier, I wouldn't be doing all that work now. My advice would be, get rid of the excess as soon as you can. You will thank yourself when you have to spring clean and there's not like a million things to do. I'm hoping that helps somebody out there somewhere. I'm planning on releasing videos every Friday, God willing. My goodness, it's a lot of work, but it's something that I'm really passionate about. I'm trying to take my words away from being written down and trying to be a bit more interactive. So I'm hoping that this goes down really well. I'll try it for a couple of weeks and hopefully it's something I can sustain, and I can take some of my blogs and make them into videos. No, I will not be vlogging because my life is really not that interesting. So rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.